Hello, everybody. My name is Brandon, aka B Vicious, and I'm an excited Bills fan. So to show my excitement for the upcoming NFL season, which will be upon us in 7 days, I have decided to post a prediction for all of the 32 NFL teams for this year. So for this video, I will be talking about the Seattle Seahawks. Now, just recently, we had released Fred Jackson, beloved running back who we've had for the past 8 years. Great team captain, fantastic player, fantastic person. I can only, it upsets me. The only thing I can really think of the reason we did it was to free up cap space to sign Marcel Darius, which if that, as long as that ends up happening, I will understand. But since we released him, you guys were the ones that picked him up, and because I have nothing but respect for that man, and I hope nothing but the best for him. I will be a temporary Seattle Seahawks fan for the year. So I want you guys to get Freddie a ring. So if it's not us, I want it to be you guys. So, um, yeah, so let's go over who you guys got in the off season, as well as who you lost, who you acquired, and so much. So you guys had really the only big signing you guys had was Kerry Williams, the cornerback. You also got guys such as Tavares Jackson, Tyba Rubin, Clint Gresham, uh, Will Blackman, Will Tukuafu, Jermaine Curse. Nobody too flashy. It was you got Kerry Williams mainly to replace Byron Maxwell, who you guys lost. So is it a fair trade-off? We'll see. You also managed to get you lost Dan Quinn as your defensive coordinator Dan Quinn to the Atlanta Falcons for their head coaching job, and you also traded for Jimmy Graham for your first round pick, and I forget what else you traded, but that seemed like a fair trade to me. And you also shored up Russell Wilson's contract, and it was a fair offseason for you guys. You did what you had to. Other than Jimmy Graham, no really huge acquisitions in terms of anything. But I definitely think people are saying Jimmy Graham's production is going to go down. And while it may, because of the run first offense, I definitely think it's not really going to dip that much because I feel he's going to be Russell Wilson's just favorite target. He's just, oh, yeah, you have the ball, and Jimmy Graham will do work. So I'm really interested to see what you guys are going to do this year. I'm pretty confident you guys are going to continue being a good slash elite team. So let's get into the game by game, and I'll give you my prediction for each game and an overall record. So you guys start out at St. Louis, and I'm very high on St. Louis this year. I feel that they're really making the turn, and they always play very tough at home. So I actually gave them the win week one. Um, and it's gonna be you guys will split. So you just face them on the road first, but later in the year you will beat them at home. Then you have the rematch for Green Bay, which let's face it, you guys were beyond lucky in that game. All haha Clinton Dix had to do at the 2 point conversion was do this, and that would have pretty much you guys wouldn't have probably gone to overtime and all that. But what a game! I had an absolute blast watching it. But for this time, it's going to be in Lambeau, and I do feel that they are going. You guys aren't quite the same team on the road as you are at home. And from what I recall, like it seems that you're also kind of like the Patriots, and you start out a little slow, but then you catch up steam as you go along. So I gave Green Bay the nod in this. So starting out 0-2, but no reason to panic. Next game you've got versus Chicago, which you should just wipe the floor with them. Then versus Detroit, your running game, them without Ndamukong Suh, you should have Marshawn Lynch should have a field that should have a pretty good game there. So I gave you guys the win there. So you're back up to 2-2. And you go out to Cincinnati, and I feel like that might just be just kind of a letdown game, or just Cincinnati is a good team, especially at home. I feel like it's gonna be a great game. It would be very interesting to see AJ Green versus Richard Sherman. But I gave Cincinnati the win in this one. Just it would be a very close one towards the end. Then next you got versus Carolina, which you guys handled them very well in the playoffs, and now that they don't have Kelvin Benjamin, it's definitely going to be. You guys should definitely take that one. So at this point, you're 3-3. Then you've got at San Francisco, which I'm pretty confident you guys are going to sweep San Francisco. They're just I don't think I've seen a team just go from up here just through the floor as fast as they have. So I gave you guys the win, and then at Dallas, they came into your place last year and beat you, and I think this year you're going to go into their place and beat them. So now you guys are up in 5-3 going into the bye. So people are like, okay, Seattle's they're doing their thing. Next you've got versus Arizona, which this is another thing, another division matchup. I'm very high on Arizona as well. Um, I feel that this is going to be a season. This is going to be a split between you guys. So since you faced them at home first, this will be a win. Then you face San Francisco at home, which previously stated. I believe you will sweep them. So now you are at 7-3. Then you have Pittsburgh coming into town, and I feel that you guys are going to let one home game get away, and I feel like this is that one. I feel like Pittsburgh will give you guys fits, and we'll pull and Big Ben will make a great play at the end to secure a victory. So now it's 7-4, right? Yeah. So then you go out to Minnesota, which that'll be a very good game. I have a strong belief that Minnesota is going to be a great team, very good team this year. But I think you guys pull out a victory in the end. Then you head out to Baltimore, and that's going to be another very good game, very close defensive battle. I gave the nod to Baltimore because I feel that Joe Flacco he's going to make some plays during the season. I feel like he's going to take that. He's going to do something to get the win in that one. Then you guys have Cleveland come to town, which I really don't think, that if there was ever an upset game, this would be it. But I don't think that you guys are going to let up the upset. So I gave you the victory to Cleveland. Then you face St. Louis at home, which, as stated before, was a season split. So now it's at home. So I gave you guys the win for this one. And then at Arizona to finish off the season. And as stated, that's going to be a split as well, but this one being on the road, I gave the win to Arizona. So after all is said and done, I believe the Seattle Seahawks will go 10-6 this year. Feel that they could, it could be better than that. Just you guys have a pretty tough schedule, especially on the road. So you're in a very tough division as well. So I'm pretty confident you guys will make the playoffs, and I hope you do because like I said, I want to see Fred Jackson succeed, and I think he's going to do wonders for you guys. He's a great pass blocker. He still has tread on the tires. He's just a great presence in the locker room, and I think you guys will really, when you see him play a few times, I think you'll really like what you see. So with that being said, what do you think? Do you agree or disagree with my synopsis of your schedule? What are your predictions? What is your opinion of what the Seattle Seahawks will do this year? Do you like the moves that they've made? What are your opinions? These are all things I'd like to talk to you about. Just please comment in the comment box below. Please subscribe, and I hope to have a nice discussion with you guys. So for this year, go Seahawks. Have a nice day, guys.